Okay, members of Squad 101, sound off. Lieutenant Top Hat Pikachu, and my trusty third seat, Vanillite Pachi. Okay, yeah, a couple of reasons why this won't work. And that's why I need you. That's right, loyal Tekking101 fanbase. In honor of my 3,000 subscriber, 3,000, that's incredible, I will be holding yet another contest to determine who will hold the ranks in my Squad 101. It's probably diagonally, but I don't really care. Obviously, the position of captain has already been fulfilled. How can you be captain? You don't even have a Zanpaktou! Told you before, my Zanpaktou was taken by my evil alter ego. I'll get it back whenever I have free time. So basically, how I'm going to determine who will be the ranks of, Lieutenant, 3rd, 4th, 5th seat in my division are quite simple. You are going to send me in a design for a Zanpaktou. Now, when I say design, I don't mean you actually have to draw it, because I can sympathize with those of you who have poor drawing skills. Mine suck. So you don't have to just send in a drawing of a sword if you don't feel like it's good enough, like if you don't feel like you can draw good enough, that's fine. Besides, the appearance of the Zanpaktou is not really what I'm going for. What I'm going for is to judge its abilities and its weaknesses. And I want to emphasize weaknesses right there, right now. I want to get this out of the way. Because, I'm not a huge fan of fan fiction. I don't write it, but sometimes, occasionally, because people send me recommendations, I'll go and read it. And not all the time, but a lot of time when I go read fan fiction involving Bleach, involving like Shinigami and like Zanpaktou and stuff, it'll always be about like, oh yeah, here's my Shikai. It has like 16 different abilities, can't be destroyed by anybody, and its Bankai has 36 abilities. I'm like, not all of them are like that, I understand, but I just want to state that right now, if you send me in a Zanpaktou that is completely overpowered, I am probably just going to disregard the entire entry. I'm not being mean, I'm just saying right now. So what I'm going to do is you send me a design for a Zanpaktou. You can send me in how it looks if you want it, that's not required. Now, it's never been expressly shown that every single seated officer in Bleach has a Shikai release. It's been heavily hinted at, but it's never been expressly seen. So, just to keep everything simple though, you're required to send in at least a Shikai state. You're not required to send me in a Bankai state, though I'm sure most people probably will. But if you just want to send me in the Shikai and its list of powers. Now, I'm not setting a set limit on how many powers it can have, but it has to be counteracted by weaknesses. So, you have to send in what its powers are, but you also have to send me in at least 2 weaknesses that this Zanpaktou has. Alright, so, like, it doesn't have to be like a weakness that's, like crippling, like it kills you or anything, but just look at Tozen's Bankai, for instance. Like, Tozen's Bankai, it omits your senses, except for the fact that it doesn't omit the sense of touch. See, that's kind of a weakness. That's determined, like, if you hold the sword, then you get freed. That's another weakness. So, send me in what its strengths are, and also 2 weaknesses that your Zanpaktou has. And then determining by those entries whichever one seems like the coolest or most well-balanced, I guess. I want to go for a balanced thing right here. I don't want to go for, overpowered. Bankai doesn't really matter. I mean, there are lieutenants that have Bankais. There are, third seats, well, one that has Bankai, so I'm not really going to be judging that much. And, I could do stuff with this later on, too. If you might be thinking, like, well, what are you doing? Are we just playing pretend here? Or are you just like, he's like, oh, okay, cool, we'll pretend that guy's our captain, and then we have swords. Yay! No, I might do stuff with this later on, too, so like to set this up on who's, my certain division, seated officers, I can do stuff with that later on. Because as you know, I'm a tad crazy. So anyway, yeah, so that's the contest right there. I'll post, I put rules up and everything before this. Rules are below, all that good stuff. If you want to send me in a design of the Zanpaktou, like an actual picture, YouTube doesn't have you can't, like, send pictures through YouTube, so that way you can just send it to my regular email, which is Tekking101@gmail.com, original, I know. Just send that to me, and if you have a design, like I said, it's not required. You can just, you can just list a description of what it looks like. I mean, and once again, it doesn't have to be overly elaborate. I mean, look at some of these Zanpaktou releases. I mean, Izuru Kira's Zanpaktou release is just bending his sword at a 90-degree angle, like in a square shape. It's not really that intrusive. You don't have to have some crazy elaborate gold and gilded design. You can if you want. I'm just saying it's not required. So, that's it right there. That's my 3,000 subscriber special. Thanks everybody for making it get this far. Great way to start off 2013. So yeah, we'll be back with the Bleach review this week coming up. So yeah, Tekking101 signing out. See you guys. So yeah, I was going to put the list of rules during the video, but I figured I should just wait till the end. So here are the complete list of rules for the contest. Number 1, there will be only 19 slots available because, you know, 20 seats obviously, and I'm the captain, so obviously 19 seats available. Some of you might send in like comments like, well, you know, there can be 2 third seats like with Ukitaki's division, but I don't think I'm going to do that unless like really special circumstances. I don't think I'm going to do that. Next is the drawings and a Bankai released are not required. You can send me in a drawing if you want, but if you suck at drawing like I do, just send me in a description of it. Bankais are not required at all, though once again, I think the whole fun of it is people designing a sword is going to come up with a Shikai and a Bankai, so it's not required to send me in a Bankai, but you don't, you can if you want, and a Shikai is required. Next is Zanpaktou Spirit designs and Inner World designs are also not required. Once again, you can send me in those if you so choose. The time frame for this, I'm going to give you guys a little bit more time because I know you have to basically come up with something from scrap here and, you know, coming up with something all your own. So I'm going to give you 2 weeks for this one. So if it's the 11th right now, we're going to start this. The end will be the 25th of January. I'm going to end that at midnight, and I'll probably give you like a, you know, notice like the day before or something on my Facebook fan page or something like that. So, you know, that's the time frame. You can send me in any kind of result. You can send me in your entry on the YouTube comments. So you can personal message me on YouTube. You can send me in an email at my Gmail, which is Tekking101@gmail.com. Also, if you're going to plan on sending me in an actual drawing of your Zanpaktou, you have to send it through me for Gmail because YouTube doesn't have like a picture messaging service. So, you know, if you want to send me in a picture, that's fine. You have to go through Gmail. You have any questions, you can send me directly at Tekking101@gmail.com. If you have any questions involving the contest, I will try to get back to you as quickly as possible. And yeah, guys, so thanks for the 3,000 subscribers. It's been a lot of fun just doing all this stuff on YouTube, so I hope we can have a good contest. So yeah, good luck, everybody.